Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Wise Game video. Today we're playing Battle for Azeroth, World of Warcraft, on patch 8.1. And I did release a video yesterday discussing more about the changes that they made on War Mode and how it all works now. So I'm going to somehow try to link this video, because this is also PvP related to that video. But in today's video, I'm going to touch more on PvP quests and different ways that you could actually get more gears and more bounty and rewards in the game by just doing pure PvP. Now we know that there's always great ways of gearing up in the game now, because we got the PvP side of things, even though I still wish we had vendors. But and we also have the PvE side of things. So we know war fronts, dungeons, raids, all that stuff is a great way of getting gears in the game, along with all the other rewards. So, but in this one, we're going to break it down more to just the PvP side of things. So let's get the ball rolling. Now, I do want to put out that I won't be covering too much of the Horde side, but a lot of this information should work for the Horde players. I don't have a Horde tune at this moment, so I can't cover that side of the game. It's just, they'll be in different locations, wherever your main war building is for PvP. And, of course, the titles of the quests may be called something different. But you should basically be able to get the same type of quest, though. Now we know again Conquest is back in Battle for Azeroth, which is really bringing more of a shine to the PvP, and it's giving us more of an incentive now to actually do PvP along with War Mode. So we can see right here, I just spent mine yesterday, so mine's empty right now until I actually do more for this week. Now Conquest points can carry over, but if they carry over and you don't cap them for that week, you will lose out on a few things, mainly just one, and that's what we're going to cover next. So in here we have a war chest, and right now I don't have any conquest points anyways, but I wasn't able to access this last night when I turned in my conquest points. The reason being is because the only way you could use this war chest and loot from it is you have to cap your conquest points per week. You can't carry them over. Even though they keep and they carry over, the war chest is what you're going to lose out on if you don't actually get all your conquest points for that actual week. So keep that in mind. Basically what it's going to give you, if you do complete your conquests for the week, it's going to give you an upgraded piece of gear, and it's also going to give you, I think, 1,000 artifact powers. So it's a great extra way of getting a piece of gear that week through PvP. And also the PvP, I think most people know this, but I'll just go over it really quick, is that it does go a lot by your ratings now. So in other words, if you wanted to get a 385 piece, which is like the top piece of gear, I think right now, item level wise, you would have to have a rating of, say, like 2200 plus or 2400. And that would be equivalent gear wise to somebody who does the top raids in the game at this current time. Because we know that the gear in the game now, there is no separation between PvP and PvE. The reason why it's called gladiators and stuff along that nature is just because you got it through a means of PvP to get that piece. But there is no PvP power and there is no resilience any longer. So it doesn't really matter on where you actually get these pieces from. Now this guy right here, Marshal Gabriel, Gabriel, is actually the main conquest reward guy for the Alliance. And this is where we would come once we do cap our conquest. And this does not matter if it's actually capped within that week. It could be 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You're still going to get this piece of gear. And this one also gives you, I think, 1,000 of the artifact powers, along with, again, another piece of gear. So for people that don't have ratings, you're usually going to get like a 355. But now if your item level starts going up to, say, like 370 in the game, you may get some 360s or whatnot. But they also added now quests that we could do per week, which even adds more conquest points to your loot and even some gears in certain situations. So this person right here has some of the good ones, and her name for the Alliance is Marshal Trimblade. and she is our war captain, and she has these quests right here. And this one right here is really good. This one right here, it's called Against Overwhelming Odds, and I believe this just came out in 8.1, so this is a newer type of quest. And this one doesn't show us too much information right here, but I do have it in my logbook. And if we open it up, we see what this does is once you complete this, to get this completed, you need to kill 25 level 120 plus horde anywhere within Kulteris or Zandalar. So it has to be done in those two areas to actually get counted for this quest. I did it on my Pally last night. I joined a group through Group Finder. I literally got this thing done in like a half hour, and it was nice getting that extra piece of gear and again 1,000 artifact powers. It gives you a 370 piece, which is not bad at all. So you do need war mode for most of these. Now the other quest that she has, I also have in my logbook here, and this one should be, let me see, this one right here. And if we click on that, we're going to get more information of exactly what it gives us. So it's going to give us a steel strong box. It's going to give us 50 conquests and 250 honor points. Again, not too shabby. Now basically, you just have to kill 10 horde players for this quest to complete it. And again, join a group through Group Finder, and you will get these things done in no time. And this has to be done in Nazmir. Now this person right here also has another quest each week. It's called Do Your Part. So again, we'll open up my logbook, and it should be somewhere in here. It's under Hook Point for the Alliance. It's called Do Your Part. And for this one, you also only have to kill one horde player, and it's going to give you 50 conquest points and 200 honor points. Really, really good. So you could see there's a lot more ways now of getting conquest points and getting gears in the game right now for Battle for Azeroth. Now, when you first come into the game playing 8.1 until you accept the quest, the actual quest that I showed you earlier called Against Overwhelming Odds, where you have to slay the 25 players, is actually first given from this person right here by the mission table on this boat for the Alliance. And his name is called Master Mathis Shao. So this is where you would get the first quest for that one right there. I guess any time, any week after that, you would go to that person I showed you in the actual war room. Then we have this person right here that I'm sure most players know about. He's in an obvious spot, and he's always got a quest for us. And this guy will either have PvE or PvP. And this is another great way, once he does have the PvP quest, once you complete that, to also get more conquest points. And I think it gives you a piece of gear. Let's see. I think he's only got PvE right now. Yes. So he does give a piece of gear, from what I understand, and he'll give you some artifact powers also. So now this is for dungeons, but he also gives you a bunch of things, some real nice rewards each week once you complete those actual PvP events. And he's located near the inn in Trade Winds Market, and his name is Chronically Tupia or something like that, but you can't miss him. So to wrap it up a bit here, guys, between that quest Against Overwhelming Odds and capping your conquest per week, you are able now to get 3 different pieces of gear just from doing PvP, which is really cool. And again, this guy, I'm not 100% sure. I wish I had his quest right now, but I don't. I guess I already completed it. And I'm pretty sure he gives a piece too, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But I know he does give you a good amount of conquest points and things like that, which is also going to help you with your cap each week. And then we know that those couple of little side quests that we showed in PvP is more conquest points and more honor that you could actually get. And another piece of advice, don't be afraid to use those group finders. So again, folks, thanks so much for stopping by and watching Wise Gamer. Feel free to sub up, comment down below, and we'll catch you the next time. Take care. Bye-bye.